Hey everybody, and welcome to my in5 series where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. The sound technician writes in and says, I'm interested in how you apply your effects on the MPC. I'm assuming you're using the your as in me, not in general. Do I apply them to sends and returns over each pad, and how do I run reverb across a selection of pads? Yeah, I, I'm going to suggest how I usually think about this and kind of go over it. So we've got the little eyeball icon here that will pop everything out. We've got, if you just do the first one, this is just a single square. It's just telling you whatever you're going to edit here is going to be per pad. And you can see up top, hopefully you can read. I don't know if it's easy to read or not. Maybe I need to get a zoomed in view at some point. But anyway, it just has the A01 or whatever the pad bank and number is. The next one over is a set of 4 squares that are grouped together, and it's going to tell you the program up top that you're editing. So if you're going to add an effect on the just the single square, you're adding it per pad, and that can be pretty expensive if you want to use the same effect on multiple pads. Then you're going to have to keep applying the effect and doing it. I personally would say go to the second one with the 4 squares where you get the group, because that's going to give you the ability to edit the entire drum kit. And let me give you a scenario is I want to add a delay. I think I want it on the kicks and I maybe want it on the hi-hats, but I don't know. I would personally come in, hit the pencil, go to duplicate up here. So I'm basically just making an exact copy of the program. And I can basically have like the main program and then an alternate version that I can kind of bounce between very quickly. And just so you can see, the name change from GD Raw Cuts Rhodes 95, it just lost the 95. It just fitted in there and created a unique name. Sorry, just gonna adjust my foot here. So I've got a unique name and I can switch between the original and the new one. I'm going to go edit the new one, and I'm just going to come in here, and after the bus compressor, I'm going to add Delay Pro. Why? Because it'll be very easy to hear, and we'll be able to see if we like it or not. So I'm going to play this. We can kind of hear like this panning, roving delay going back and forth. Let's say I'm like, hey, I actually want to see what this sounds like on hi-hats as well. All I need to do now is just switch over between the new program. Maybe I'm like, hey, I really like the sound of the hi-hats through this delay. I don't like it on the kick so much. I could just go put the kick back to the original one and see how that sounds and see where I kind of want to leave it. So I would say from a standpoint of just being able to very quickly move around and do things, this is probably the way that I would work personally the most, because it gives you an awful lot of flexibility to pretty quickly get things set up, make changes. You can undo them if you're like, hey, I don't like this. So I would really just get into a mindset of working at the program level and making copies of things to go edit. I hope that helps you out. And kind of gets you in the right mind space for at least how I think 99% of the time for this. And everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.